What is up, everybody? Vs. TV today. So we have more bad news about Halo Infinite. Apparently, it's missing another feature, and the same crowd as usual saying like, "Hey, delay Halo Infinite." People who don't give a crap about Halo in general want the game to be delayed. I wonder why. Maybe because they don't have any exclusives this holiday season. So that same crowd is saying delay Halo Infinite because the game is missing ray tracing. Ray tracing won't be there at launch. 343 lets us know. Ray tracing is one of our top development priorities post-launch, and we look forward to sharing more soon. So the game, if you want to play the game at launch, it's not going to have ray tracing. Big whoop-de-doo, I don't give a crap. This doesn't have ray tracing. And like, I don't get it. And people are saying that, hey, this game is launching with all these features missing. Meanwhile, this game with the features missing that it does have, it still has more content than most games come out in general. So knock it off. People are like, we want this game to be delayed. There's been so many features. Who cares? It's like, who gives a crap? It's like, I'm still playing this game day one when it releases. I don't give a crap about these features that's missing. What was the features? The Forge mode, I don't give a crap about that. I know people like that. I don't care. The co-op campaign mode, people like that mode. I don't give a crap. I didn't intend on playing the campaign and co-op mode, so I didn't care. And ray tracing as a feature, I mean, it's cool. Like you can see your reflections on like water and like different mirrors and stuff like that. But I don't give a crap. It's like it's not that big of a deal to me. It's like another big game that came out this game recently, Far Cry 6, didn't have ray tracing either. And that game looks spectacular, looks amazing. So I just don't care. But this is another doom and gloom Xbox. Why is your biggest game releasing without these features? Another doom and gloom from these guys. But let's read some of the comments. Let's see. No co-op, no Forge, no ray tracing. What in the world were they planning on releasing last year before they delayed? I strongly believe the development team was fully aware that they were not ready to launch. The product management side of things is likely a mess. Wouldn't surprise me if the original gameplay demo was a cry for help. So yeah, more doom and gloom with these comments. It's like, okay. LOL dudes in these comments will not play Halo Infinite if it doesn't have ray tracing. Then he says they were never going to play it. I agree. If you're complaining about ray tracing not being in the game, you weren't going to play it to begin with. Like, knock it off. Like, you weren't going to play this game to begin with. Ray tracing is a gimmick that robs performance. Give me a solid 60 FPS and 120 FPS frame rate. It's definitely a gimmick for a competitive shooter. Maybe it would be okay in single player. What is this? Winter is coming? Yeah, okay, but a finished version of Halo Infinite isn't? Wow, okay. That's definitely not a fanboy right here. Okay. Or a fangirl, I'm assuming. Okay. No, they shouldn't delay the game because it does have ray tracing. From what I've seen, it's more troubling of the performance of games than it's worth. Ray tracing is cool, but until they can minimize the performance cost, it's just not worth using in games that have to sacrifice things like 4K or 60 FPS to achieve it. Yeah, like even high-end PCs can't even do 4K 60 with ray tracing on, so it's not that big of a deal. I'd rather have 4K 60 without the ray tracing. I don't care about ray tracing. Give me a solid 60 FPS instead of that gimmick, or give us ray tracing 60 FPS. But if you're doing ray tracing and 60 FPS, it's gonna be like 1080p or something like that. It's gonna be, the resolution's gonna be a lot lower. You can have all three. Halo releasing soon, guns added at a later date. Now we get the extreme examples. Like, Halo's gonna release without guns at this point. Hook, like, knock it off. It's just ridiculous. Like, these people were gonna play this game to begin with. Like, this is just like, knock it off. Just delay the game. Like, there's already multiple things missing that they want to add. Just delay it. Ray tracing is a necessity, and to be honest, it's still in its infancy. Barely anyone is going to use it. It's 60 FPS. The Forge delay makes sense, especially after the leak. It's not worth another delay. Yeah. But I thought the series actually be 40K? 4K? I think he's been saying 4K. 100 FPS and have ray tracing enabled on any game. That's the best, right? A PC can't even do what he's asking for. Like, what are you talking about? Like, apparently they want like a far on Xbox console to do more than like the highest end a PC can do, more than a high end PC. Like, that don't even make sense. I thought this was already known. Either way, can't wait to jump in day one. Yeah, like, yeah, we're still gonna play. I'm still playing the game day one. I don't care about any of these features, these meaningless features that people keep complaining about. I'm still gonna play it day one. Just keep in mind that Far Cry 6 looked amazing and did not have ray tracing on either Xbox or PS5 only PC. The game will look great and play great, no doubt in my mind. There aren't many games with both rasterization and ray tracing that utilize the latter will, to be honest, can only name Control and Metro Exodus, and Metro had to redo the lighting specifically for ray tracing to fully utilize it. Yeah, so if the developers are still trying to do ray tracing right now, like what? I don't get why it's a big deal. Then it's like a feature that's like they have a lot of experience even doing right now. It's like we got to like tinker with a lot of stuff just to have this feature going. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I don't care. Um, Honestly, it doesn't really matter in this game. 60 to 120 FPS at 4K is more important. Come on, guys, just delay the game at least one more year. So he wants the game to be delayed a whole another year. Like, this is just ridiculous. Otherwise, I was looking good with the fact that the plan was released this last year. This game is ready to release a year later. Let's see. Damn, I have to play after ray tracing is added. Then you go do that. Then I'm not doing that. You play it after ray tracing. Then Blimey, no forward split screen co-op or ray tracing at launch. Don't get me wrong, I'm still looking forward to it. But if this was being left out now, just imagine what we'd have gotten if it was delayed if it wasn't delayed for a year. Okay, that's just a gross picture right there. I don't even want to read the comment. This is a gross picture right there. Like, what the hell did I just look at? Pretty sure if you're eating, you probably lost your appetite after seeing that picture. But I don't even know what that even was. But let's continue. It really doesn't matter. All I care about is 120 FPS. That's it. Ray tracing isn't super necessary, but as a game that should be a showcase to sell your new console is kind of disappointing, especially after a year-long delay. I don't get it. Like they like to keep saying that delay thing, but how many other games are delayed? Like I don't know, just because it's an Xbox game, people want to have all this vitriol for. But also a lot of games that's delayed out here. Games are delayed constantly, but because Halo was delayed, it's a big deal. I don't know. I don't get it. Now they want to delay it again, like delay. I've never seen this many people cry for a delay before in my life. I just don't understand it. It's just weird. It's like the game has most of the features that the most people are gonna use anyway. So I don't think they need to delay this. I want a refund unplayable. Okay, it's unplayable because it doesn't have ray tracing. Okay, just delay it. Oh man, I wonder if all these people who are saying just delay it are they even gonna play the game to begin with? I'm just curious. Or do they even have an Xbox or a PC to even play these games to begin with? Ray tracing is overrated anyway. Uh, I don't understand. Why don't they delay the game? There's nothing wrong on doing that. Who wants to wait longer for this game at this point? Who really wants to wait longer? I'm not waiting longer. I mean, you can wait longer if you want to. I'm not waiting longer if I don't have to. It's like I said, people are saying in quote tweets. Word of mouth, don't release it. Literally unplayable. These comments are so ridiculous. It's literally unplayable because it doesn't have ray tracing. I'm assuming these people are just trolling at this point because how does that even make sense? A game's unplayable because it doesn't have ray tracing. Really? I don't know, man. There's no co-op campaign. I bummed out. Does anyone even use ray tracing on Call of Duty? That has it. I turn it off. Okay. So let's see, so far is no co-op, no forge, no ray tracing, and since we put more and more focus on multiplayer more than anything else, this really feels like this is just launching an unfinished game in the worst way possible. What's next? No actual story? These comments, man. These comments. As much as a disappointment as this is, I don't really care for it. Halo 4 and 5 were gorgeous even without ray tracing. If you say a multiplayer game should have ray tracing, then GTFO. To be fair, Phil does say ray tracing will come 2 to 3 years later. This game is fire, but it's still not ready to be released. So, all these comments saying this game needs to be delayed. I want to see that same energy when some big Sony exclusive comes out, and then later on they say that hey, this game is missing some features. I want to see the same energy, but they just going this whole delay campaign. I want to see that same energy because this is completely ridiculous. I'm seeing so many comments people are saying delay the game because it's missing ray tracing. Like really, who cares about ray tracing like that? So every Sony game needs to have ray tracing now. It needs to have all these features that they're complaining about. It needs to have a custom map mode, or there's a custom co-op campaign mode. If the game don't have that feature and a Sony exclusive, y'all need to say delay it as well too. Okay, I'm done with these comments. I'm concluding right here. I don't know. These comments are ridiculous to me. I don't think the game needs to be delayed again for the features that's missing. I don't think any of these features are a big deal, to be honest. And it's like these comments are just ridiculous. Delay the game for a whole another year because it's missing ray tracing. Like, knock it off. I don't think you people are gonna play the game anyway, to be honest. The people who are complaining like this, but I'm excited for this game to come out. I think it still comes out. I think it comes out December. I forgot the exact date, but December. I'm gonna be on the game day one. So definitely see your thoughts down below about the situation. Do you think they should delay the game or just find how it is? Do you think ray tracing was an important feature, but now let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.